Right then, guys, we live? I think we're live. Hang on, wait a minute. My computer needs restarting up there, so I'm going to do that in a sec, guys. So, right, let me just get this intro out of the way. Right then, guys, welcome to another stream. It is Thursday, the 17th of July, but you already know that. Yeah, thanks for joining. So, guys, for those of you who are new, or if you're watching this afterwards on YouTube, we are live right now from our work from home studio here in the UK, and we operate as a dropshipping, print on demand and wholesale FBA supplier. Now, we've been doing this for about 18 years, and in that time we've made over 3 million Great British pounds in dropshipping sales, and today we fulfill about 40,000 orders per year directly from this room, and we supply everything from mugs to stickers, posters, wall art, custom gifts. We have tons of different types of products that we physically make here. Now, we offer a catalogue of more than 3,000 products to individuals who want to resell these products through dropshipping or print on demand online across all major platforms, including Shopify, Amazon, TikTok Shop, Etsy, eBay, and other online platforms as well. And they do that through something called dropshipping or through print on demand, whereby they sell their own designs, we print and ship those direct out to their customers for them. So if you're completely new to this and you're wondering where to begin, well, you found the right place, because we can definitely help you out with that, and we're going to do that in today's stream. So if you do want to find out more information about us and you are thinking about working with us, you can find links to everything that we do in the description of this stream, or if you're watching this afterwards on YouTube, then you can just find that in the description of the video later. Now, the stream is a live Q&A, guys. We do want you to join in. We've got a live chat there at the back for YouTube, so put your chats there. Obviously your chats are on the screen as well, so other people can see them. Feel free to join in. We're going to interact with the chat. That's what we normally do in these streams. And if you do want to be notified, do subscribe to the channel, because we go live every single weekday at 8 AM. Bearing in mind we are based in the UK. For our overseas friends, I understand that the timing might not align up. So guys, yeah, we're going to get cracking now. I need to restart my computer because yeah, basically I think memory's run out, but too many applications open, so I'm going to give that a restart, get that all booted back up, and that won't affect the stream, by the way. But yeah, don't forget to give this stream a thumbs up, guys. As always, do subscribe to the channel, that helps us out a lot. And apart from that, all you can do is join in. Morning mate, how you doing? And yeah, join in, put your chats in the YouTube chat, guys, and yeah, hopefully it's going to be another good stream. Right, first things first, got to restart this computer. How are we doing this morning, Steve? Are you alright? Thought I wasn't going to make it on time this morning. I was busy busy proving your artwork, mate, putting that in the catalogue. Let me just get this computer restarted in a moment. Bit of a quieter morning again this morning, guys, as always is the case as we get toward the end of the week. But that's totally fine. I don't mind when it's a little bit quieter. Looks like it's going to be a relatively easy morning, really, which is all good. If you just joined the stream, guys, let us know where you are from. Always like to know where the viewers are. Yeah, wow mate, yeah, that's pretty good. Hopefully get some more sales in today. I think I'm going to need to download the Spotify app, I think, because this music issue is quite annoying. We had this issue in yesterday's stream and the music keeps stopping all the time. You can try and figure that out. Fair enough. Yeah, you're gonna get that, mate. It's basically it's why that postage cost is there. It is to filter out those people, because they're not good candidates for the collab at all. Just connect my computer back up, guys. Oh no, he was just saying he had somebody yesterday had one collab leave the program yesterday because they went to place an order and they weren't happy with the postage cost.
And on a low budget, well, they're on.
It's a thing. Well, I've heard it a million times, right? It's just yeah.
You don't want if they're not willing to pay £5 and they're not willing to support you at all.
No.
You provided them £50 worth of stuff for £5. It's a bit cheeky. Yeah, it's the least people you want on. I've had that loads of times and I literally couldn't care less. People are so cheeky, honestly. Go on, happy to take the shot. Don't run a budget. And if there's 2 times.
Yeah, that must be a low budget. That's a super low budget. 2
times into 2. That's then what are they on about? What? Because you got to pay a £5 and 2 times to do.
I think it needs 2 time consuming to make the content. Well, again, yeah. If it's 2
That's
time
what-
consuming
that's
to
what
make
I mean.
content, yeah, you don't really want somebody like that. That's not gonna work out too well. But yeah, like I said,
You'll get that all the time.
you're going to get loads of that, mate. That's just it's so normal.
They expect it. They expect everything for free.
Yeah.
This
is why we have processes in place to filter these people out.
We've gone through it all. We've experienced it firsthand. So cheeky. People are so very cheeky. They can laugh.
Yeah, TikTok Shop, you've basically installed the app, right? So there's a few things, there's a few tips I can basically give you about TikTok Shop. I've got a list to go through. I'm trouble with this computer today. Keeps disconnecting. So yeah, syncing products from Shopify to TikTok Shop is not as simple as you would hope it to be. The categorization process on TikTok Shop is a bit of a pain in the ass. So what I'll do is I'll jump into your TikTok Shop integration on Shopify, and I'll basically show you. I'll have to record a video. I'll show you how to sync products from Shopify TikTok Shop, how to apply the categorization to get them approved by TikTok. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. You can do it in bulk, but you kind of have to do it by category section at a time. So yeah, I'll definitely look at that. I can look at that today for you, in fairness. Look at that later on this afternoon. Try and record a video and go through that. And you can start syncing. Once you know how to do that, you'll be able to start syncing products to TikTok Shop then. And we also need to set up your eBay integration, Etsy integration as well. And we can also look at Amazon. Just basically let me know which of those platforms, like what is your priority order, because each one of those integrations basically it's a separate setup for each one, right? So I need to know what is the priority order. Is it TikTok? Is it eBay, Etsy, Amazon? Just let me know what the priority order is, and then we'll tackle those tasks right over the next week or so, and we'll basically get all those integrations set up one by one, because each one is a little bit different to the other, you see. I just need to know which order you want things done in, if you have a specific order. Otherwise, if you don't, I'll just basically just tackle everything and let you know as that's getting done. Yeah, the TikTok Shop's synchronization is a pain in the ass. Basically, setting that up. It's just the way. The thing with TikTok is, the problem with TikTok, because it being like a Chinese company, right? It's really buggy, and you get like weird random errors from the API when it's trying to like sync products and stuff like that, and those errors really don't mean anything. It doesn't really give you any information on what is causing the error, but the errors are also seem to be random as well. So, and I've seen these errors across multiple shops, so it's not, it's nothing to do with what we're doing. I know it is a TikTok issue, but yeah, we can definitely get the products all synced over on TikTok. It's no problem at all. But you have to do it in categories. If you want to do it in bulk, essentially, you have to do category by category. You've no specific order, have you, for the platforms? Well, I can tell you what the simplest order is. Basically, would be this, right? So we can tackle TikTok. We can tackle TikTok Shop first, because I know you will basically getting sales on TikTok once you get the products synced over is really not that difficult at all. TikTok Shop's got a tremendous amount of traffic that it brings. So I'd highly recommend that we do a TikTok Shop setup first. So maybe we'll tackle TikTok Shop first, then we'll do eBay. We'll build your eBay integration, and I'll basically show you how to sync products from Shopify to eBay. Then we'll tackle Etsy, and then we'll tackle Amazon. Okay, because Amazon basically is the most complicated, and Amazon will probably be the most difficult integration from the store. So that's the order I'll probably go for. Yeah, we'll definitely get it all set up, mate. No worries at all.
What's the length of this again?
23.
Wait.
17. And then like 1. Yeah, mate, you've done well, honestly, because what, to be honest, what typically happens, as I mentioned a couple of days ago, is that most people, basically, they don't start the outreach until the store's launched. So what we usually see in most stores that we launch is that they start the collab outreach and then it basically takes about a week before they get a sale. Or sometimes you get a sale in a couple of days. Basically, but because you've basically started the collab outreach earlier, obviously you got a head start. So I was kind of expecting that you would get a sale last night, you know, just a couple of hours after launching. But I'm glad to see that you have, in fairness, you know, which is really good. And Katie's pleased as well because she's glad to see her designs have basically started selling straight away. go make a coffee a moment because I haven't got a coffee. Do you want a cup of tea or?
Yeah, I'll cut
You
Yeah.
cup of tea, yeah?
Make sure you pull back because we're not ready.
There. Yeah. Yeah, so they'll be in tomorrow's orders. Yeah, they won't be there. They won't be in today's orders because of the way that we basically do the order processing. So what we'll do is today, those orders will be downloaded from your store later on this afternoon. They'll be basically invoiced into the system and they'll be printed out with tomorrow's orders. So yeah, you'll have to catch tomorrow's stream if you want to see them printed, and I'll basically make an effort to get them printed in the morning so they're actually on the stream rather than doing in the afternoon, because if we print in the afternoon you won't see it obviously because it won't be on the stream. People buying Halloween stuff already though.
That's their boardboard, my one, right? My ex's stickers.
Yeah. Yeah.
People get prepared, don't they?
These I'm assuming, alright? I haven't done them for a year.
Got a set of 4, which was it say? It's like Cammy. That's Cammy's Cam that was on the screen. You've got them listed.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Doesn't actually say it on
All 4 sets.
all 4 sets.
So that's Cammy, Ona, and the big thick faces.
So that one, and both faces.
The big faces,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what happens when you do seasonal products? is you basically, they stop selling for a year, comes around to the next year and you forget how to do them.
My board was in today. artwork creator, then you've obviously changed it, right?
No, refresh. Just completely
refresh.
Oh yeah, because it'll basically just show the new version of it. Yeah,
I'm
just do the same thing. Just upload the
I
images.
I tried to find the image I used for this thing yesterday, and I can't seem to find it.
Oh yeah, go further up because I've done quite a few. Wait for the loads go slow.
Oh no, it's the side thing's not. That side thing's not working.
Suppose ChatGPT is loading. Sort my music out a minute because Shopify again. Shopify? Spotify. Keep stopping my music, it's really annoying. Let's put some of this on.
Which one did I use? Which one did I use? Now you've messed my order up. Now you've messed my order up.
What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean.
Now I've got not my phone.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll start having to today. Someone underneath there. 20 centimetre Halloween. I can't remember what that is. Is that the window sets? These ones?
No.
No?
That's a set. Halloween. What's the one about it? That's when you got open already. Halloween stickers, is that the one you got open already? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it not
Honestly.
autumn?
Hang on a minute. Let me look at the... I'm going to pull the product up to be honest, because I need to
It's the variation.
see what she's ordered. This one. Oh yeah, it is assorted. Hang on a minute. Assorted designs.
Them ones there, the first one.
These ones.
Yeah.
So these are... No.
You haven't got them, I don't think, yeah?
I haven't got these ones. I'm assuming she's having them in black. They only come in black, don't they?
Yeah. Just check. You ain't got a thing called autumn. Autumn stickers?
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, just go
I've
on
got
that. Have a look.
autumn log discs. Assorted Halloween stickers. There they are. These?
Yeah, have you got them all in there though?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
All these, right?
Yeah, so rename it to whatever you need to rename them as then.
That's fine. I'll remember that file now. It's fine.
You have to also change the size of them, and that's the width.
20 centimetres, yeah.
That's the width, yeah, not the height. I thought you had them, because we have done them before.
My thing keeps dropping out.
What?
The computer screen. Done it quite a few times now. Don't know why. It's been fine, and then all of a sudden today it starts playing up.
section for kids twenty-nine.
Kids.
Yeah, you haven't got that.
Yeah, there's a. Oh, you mean like
Yeah.
if you've got there's a for kids section up there.
Sorry?
Theme, yeah, Shopify theme is it? Scroll down. Seasonal occasions collection, shop collection. In the collection, there's all of them. Yeah, if you have
Okay.
children's in there.
Yeah, but I feel like you should have. I feel like you should have
You-
children's in here.
Do you mean like kids' bedroom in there?
Yeah, I think like you should.
Okay. Yeah, that's easy to do anyway.
Yeah, I think kind of, I feel like that needs to be done. Just because I'm making a lot of effort putting kids prints on.
Yeah, no worries.
Probably better off putting a topic and getting rid of like dogmas or something, to be honest with you.
Yeah, to be honest, I don't. That
Well,
hasn't been
inspirational.
reviewed for a while actually.
Yeah, I'd probably rather get rid of like even like the dog mums.
Yeah.
To be fair, or even like fantastic and replace them with more so better categories.
Just let me know what you want and then. You don't chuck them in the bats with these sets, do you? No. Little fold. That's an extra, isn't it?
Don't give them the back.
That's bad. Oh, I mean, I have to do it.
No, that's not included. What? No,
That's what I mean, yeah.
they're free. They're getting the bats for free with them.
Are they?
Oh, they're on there.
Oh, you mean those?
Yeah, they get.
Oh, I thought you meant
free.
I thought you meant
No,
these
no,
bats.
That's all
That,
four
that.
sets plus bats they got paid for.
Right. Okay.
So they end up getting free bats anyway. They just don't know that.
hang on. So they've selected the design, which is Halloween.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming is that one.
Yeah.
But where is that one? Why can I find out? Yeah, I just don't think I've got it in this file. Have I got another file? I've got this autumn. No, it won't be next. It's Halloween.
Well, here.
Oh, I've got. Hang on, I've got pumpkin stickers.
Yeah, that's.
This is it here, look.
Is it there? Yeah.
For a load of Halloween stickers up the show, thing.
No.
The windows?
No, you're not left it off.
Okay.
You know, I know. You can do it. You can keep taking me down. Make sure we get scared of people.
Halloween stickers in July all the way to Germany. Seems like they light up the fair early. I'm saying that, we were doing Christmas stuff yesterday. Oh, what am I doing, buddy? Phew. Oh wow. Excuse me, guys. Said a sneeze come all of a sudden then. So these are just made up here, guys. You see, these are just, they're personalised, they're just toy box stickers. If I, give me a sec, if I go to the website, let me switch you over so you can see this. And if I just type in toy box in the website, they're basically these guys. So you can just, your customers can personalise them, you know, however they want. And yeah, these are the toy box stickers that we do. They're pretty cool. Hey? Yeah. Bugger. Sure we can save that. That's a few posts done on all socials, keeping them consistent. Yeah, just, I mean, you can post multiple times per day, totally fine. But the minimum you should post is at least once daily. That's just to keep, so you can build up the grid, keep it full. Because these collabs, when you're sending out the invites to people, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to go and check out your social profile on whatever platform you're sending that invite. So something to consider is that if you're sending collab invites on, on Instagram, for example, well, obviously those people are going to go and check your Instagram. Whereas if you're sending collab invites to somebody who's on TikTok, for example, if you're DMing someone on TikTok, obviously they're going to check your TikTok profile. So wherever you're sending the DM collab invites or the collab invites via Shopify Collabs itself, just make sure that whatever profile they're going to go and check, to check you out, as to whether decides whether they want to actually work with you, collab with you or not. They're going to check that profile. So you need to make sure that if you are reaching out to people on multiple platforms, you want to keep all of your grids as full as possible. And the easiest way to do that is just basically just start posting daily. In the beginning, when you've got no collabs, no collaborators working with you at all, all that you really need to do is just use the product images from your supplier, which are not, let's be honest, they're not going to get engagement, because usually most suppliers' images are just static images and plain white backgrounds, just not very good, right? Not very appealing. But that's not the point. So the point is that you basically post to your social grid, so that when you reach out to someone, the first thing they do is check your social profile, and what they see either makes or breaks the collab, right? So your grid is essentially a showroom of what they can get from you if they collab with you. So that's why you want to keep your grid full on all the social platforms that you're using to reach out to people on. And then when they start creating content for you, once you do get these collabs and they start making content for you, most of the content they'll make will be reels, which you can then repost to your stories and repost to your grid as well. So eventually what happens is that you get, basically you continuously work with these collabs. After a while you'll just get content flowing in all the time. So every day, rather than you having to post just product images from your supplier, you're able to just post reels from your collabs essentially, and then that helps you fill your social profiles with content which is going to get way more engagement than just the static shitty product images that most suppliers will give you. So that's pretty much exactly the same case there for you, Steve. I was just basically just saying that in a way that would relate to other people who are first starting out with basically influencer marketing, which is what social collabs is. And for anyone who is watching, by the way, if you are interested, I do have a totally free guide on the website which you can go and check out right now. If you check the stream description, there's a link to how to your first 10k with Shopify. And if I switch you guys over to the website, that's Spotify. If I switch you over to the website, guys, and if you go to the website, you'll basically see this. If you click on the menu, there's a how to your first 10k with Shopify, and basically there's an hour-long video there. You can go and watch it. It tells you how to build Shopify stores from zero, completely with organic marketing through something called influencer marketing, basically collabs with people on social media. We give you the complete strategy for free, guys. It's all of this here, and I even include my reach out templates, the reach out process, how you actually get people to collab with you, and exactly how you should do it. So that's totally free, guys. You can go and check on the website right now. There is a link for that how-to guide in the description of this stream, and if you're watching this on YouTube afterwards, that same guide is also in the description link for that video. All right, so go and check that out, guys, if you want to. through Shopify collabs, right? 35. That's not including DMs or anything like that, right? Yeah, Shopify, yeah. Yeah, so just continue doing that daily now, and then once you hit your limit, because obviously you can only send 100 a week via Shopify Collabs itself, you basically just switch the DMs on whatever platform you want to. Just use the DM template in that guide I just shown. You can modify the template if you want, that's completely free for you to do that. To kind of keep the structure of the template, at least. That template's pretty much proven to get responses. And then yeah, just basically just switch the DMs, send the DMs to people, use filters on, hashtag filters on these social platforms to find people who are going to be interested in the type of products that you sell. Use the DM template to reach out to them. Don't put any links in the initial reach out. Wait till they reply. If they reply saying they're interested, then you can give them the link to your application page, and then basically you're on your way, right? A good way to get people to collab with you as well is there's a couple of things you can do. One of them is following. If you follow before you reach out, there's a high likelihood that they'll actually be aware of you because they get notifications of follows. Another way is if you can actually engage with their posts, i.e. likes, comments, shares with the people that you're reaching out to. That's another way you can kind of warm them up to basically show that you're interested in actually working with them. It kind of makes them aware of who you are, so that the outreach doesn't feel as cold. Those are just two ways that you can increase the likelihood that someone will want to collab with you. Obviously your collab offer needs to be pretty strong. If you've got a weak collab offer, you're not going to convert many people into actually collaborating with you. So just bear that in mind when you are building your collab offer. Obviously in the stores that we build and the store that we've done for Steve there, Pundit Bible, obviously the collab offer that we're able to give with our Shopify program is a free £50 voucher which they can spend on any product, and it's a really strong offer and it does help get the collabs in. So something I just want to show you a moment, guys. If we head over to the website and we go to the Sell My Art program, which is how you can create basically AI art with, or basically create art with AI, create products with it, things like wall art, mugs, stickers, all sorts of different types of products that you can create, guys. Yeah, if you look at this program, if you scroll down, something I've added, I added this morning, you can actually see recent submissions from basically people who are using this program right now. You'll see that, obviously, I think Pundit Bible, you'll notice that they're actually some of yours right there. Yeah, basically these were approved this morning. Some designs were not able to approve, basically if it's got copyright problems or trademark potential. We do put a reason, I've displayed the reason there. So yeah, you can go and check out these recent approvals, guys, and you can go and check them out on this actual page. So you can kind of see the type of stuff that people are submitting and the type of stuff that will get accepted and the type of stuff that won't get accepted. So yeah, feel free to check that out, guys. There is a link for that down in the description down below, again in the stream. You can see it says get paid for your art. Click on that link, takes you over to the website. There's the upload form. You can start creating art with AI right now. Use tools like Sora, Midjourney, Leonardo. Basically, there are tons of tools that you can use to generate AI. As long as it's high quality, you generate the artwork, you generate your mock-ups, upload it using our form. It'll go into an approval process. They basically automatically show in that pending submission section, and then yeah, basically we'll either approve or deny, depending on whether it passes our checks. And if it does, it'll go into our catalog. Once it goes into our catalog, it'll be uploaded to our stores. It'll automatically get pushed to all of our reseller stores on the Shopify platform as well. And because it's in our catalog, all of our resellers who are selling on marketplaces as well, they will have immediate access to those designs, and they can also list those products on those platforms as well. And each time that product sells, you'll get paid a 15% commission of the wholesale price that we collect from our resellers. So it's a simple way for you to just make money from your AI art. So check the link down below, head over to the website, start generating art, guys, and start earning money from your designs. Super easy way for you to start making money out of AI. Right, let me just sort my music out a moment. Hi Krato, welcome back to the stream. Let me just, my music is obviously doing its usual thing of just plays a Spotify advert and then it basically stops playing the music. So let me just chuck that back on so I don't like work in silence. Alright, Kratos says, hi bro, cheers for joining the stream again. I'm very good, very well, thanks. So my first affiliate shared the video yesterday, but we didn't get any sales. That's totally fine, that happens. From them, what do you recommend? How long should we wait for the results? So this is the thing, right? So you need to work with a lot of individuals, right, to start driving organic traffic that's going to make sales. But the important thing, yeah, you need to work with tons, right? You need to keep working with individuals. It's not a one and done solution to this. It is volume, right? So what you need to do is you need to continue working with collabs, continue getting your product in the hands of these individuals on social media. But what you need to do is maximize your usage of the content that they're creating, okay? So they've created a video or a reel, whatever they've created for you, or product images. Make sure you download that content and now repurpose it. So you've now got that video content. There's a couple of things you need to be doing with it, right, to make the most out of it, to make that collab worth it. Even if that collab doesn't directly bring in sales immediately, that's fine. What you need to do with that content is now improve your product page on your Shopify store by uploading the content that they've created. Download that content, share it to your stories on your own social media, share it to your grid post on your own social media, because that's going to help you get more collabs, because you're going to have better content with more engagement. And then share it across all of your social media profiles, and even include it in your email marketing if you're doing email marketing to your customers right now. So basically the idea is, the collaborator thing that you need to do is a continuous ongoing thing. So any money that you would be spending on paid ads, you would be spending daily on paid ads, right? Don't spend it on paid ads, spend it on sending product to collaborators, get them to create content, and then repurpose that content and share it across all of your socials. Use it to improve your product pages on Shopify and use it in your email marketing as well. And that is how you're able to compound this organic growth over time. But don't get disheartened if you send products to people and the content they create doesn't directly bring in sales, because at the end of the day, it's not an instant result thing. It is a long-term game. You are trying to grow organic traffic, okay? So this takes a long time, and you need to keep doing these collaborations with people every single month, all right? This is how you grow your store. Don't get disheartened by the fact that you're not getting instant results from these collabs, because it doesn't work that way at all. Yeah, there's not a set number on how many people you need to work with. You need to look at this as a continuous thing that you do in order to drive long-term organic growth for your brand. So the way you should look at these collabs is you should be basically doing them every single month and just trying to expand the number of brand ambassadors who are essentially promoting your store to their audience every month, okay? So the way that we set up these programs is that we basically have our clients reach out to as many individuals as they can, get them to join the brand team, get them to order the free product, get the free product into the hands of these individuals. They create content, they then repurpose that content all over their socials, and it's basically just repeat. And over time, your brand team, the number of people who are essentially advertising your products to their audiences, grows month after month after month after month, and that is how you build organic traffic that comes back to your store, okay? That's exactly how you do it. It's all there in that how-to guide. It explains everything for you. Yeah, I mean, you can try ads with that content, but I am, as you know, I am personally not a proponent of ads, basically, because I just do not think it's a safe way to scale. Basically, you really need to figure out the organic traffic thing, because eventually, even if you are able to get sales with ads, eventually what you're going to want to do with your store, okay, if you're serious about your store and turning it into basically a long-term thing, is eventually you're going to want to figure out how to get organic traffic, right? You just can't rely on paid ads indefinitely. It's just basically, even if you can get paid ads to work profitably, right, which I'll argue that it's going to be very, very difficult unless you can convert at a high conversion rate to make it work, unless you're doing high ticket drop shipping. You are going to need to figure out how to do the organic route. You're going to have to build organic traffic, and that needs to be the core way that you drive traffic to your store, okay? And the reason why I don't like paid ads is because you spend all this money on paid ads, okay, and the moment you turn those paid ads off, when you realize that that's not viable and it's not sustainable, you basically have nothing. The paid ads would drive in all the traffic to your store. You turn off the paid ads and you've still got no following on social media, and your traffic just turns off straight away. That doesn't happen with organic, okay? This is why you need to build organic, and this is why organic is such a long-term game. You need to be consistent with this. All this money you're going to throw away with ads is completely just being wasted. You are better off putting that money into working with basically people on social media who will promote your products to their audiences. You'll be able to reach way more people that way for a lower cost than what you'll be able to spend on ads, okay? So wherever your ads budget is, honestly, my advice would be scrap that, spend all that money on collabs instead, okay? And by the way, you mentioned that you send them free products. That's great. One word of advice here, for anyone looking to do this basically social media influencer collab thing, don't send people free products without making them pay something for it, okay? So the way to set this up is allow them to choose the products that they want to promote. They're more likely to promote the products if you let them choose what basically, so let them go to your store, use a voucher. You can set all this up with an app called Shopify Collabs, guys. Allows you to build your brand ambassador program. Let them choose what they want. They're more likely to promote it, but make them pay a delivery fee, okay? Because otherwise you're going to get people, you're going to be inviting people to join your collab program. They're going to order free product. If you make it totally free, you're just going to get inundated with people asking for free stuff, and you're going to get all these basically idiots and jokers who just want free stuff, and they're not going to support your brand long term. They're not going to be a good fit. They may not even create content, and they're certainly basically not going to have an engaged audience that's going to drive any sales whatsoever. So the way you can filter out more than 95% of these people instantly is basically just make them pay a delivery fee, okay? So that they get free product, but they have to pay a delivery fee. Make sure that delivery fee is covering your own cost, essentially, for shipping the product to the individual. That's going to filter out a lot of jokers. Means that the people who are receiving your product are actually going to basically, because they've paid something, you know, people who just want something for free. We've worked with thousands of influencers, right? If you work with people and you give stuff away completely for free and they haven't paid anything towards it at all, then you just attract basically just time wasters, jokers, scammers, people who are just after free stuff, right? And there are tons of them out there. The easiest way to filter them out is to make them pay something. So never give away free product completely for free. Yeah, that content that they're creating for you is extremely valuable, right? If you post that content on your own social platforms and you use that content as much as you possibly can, because essentially, think of it this way, you're paying for that content through this collab because you're supplying the product for free. So you're having to pay your supplier for that free product, they're creating content, and you've paid for that content to be created, okay? Now you need to repurpose that content as much as you possibly can across all of your social platforms, repurpose it on your store as well, upload it to, you know, your Shopify product pages to improve them, and yeah, just use that content as much as you can. At the end of the day, you are paying for it, you need to repurpose that content. Never let any user generated content basically go to waste. Use it in as many possible ways as you can. Like I said, you can use it for your ads if you want to continue with the Facebook ads, but personally I just don't think it is a good way to grow a brand, because at some point you're going to need to figure out the organic, right? Otherwise you're not actually building anything, because what you're relying on an ad platform to drive all your traffic, and that could disappear at any time. There are tons of reasons why it could disappear. One, you get your ad account banned by basically creating an ad which doesn't comply with their policies. You could get banned for that reason. you could not afford to no longer run ads if it's not working out. Another reason why you have to stop the ads, you're basically left with nothing. You're back at starting point, right? Ads is just not a good way to build a brand, right? You need to figure out the organic, because eventually at some point you're going to have to, if you're serious about growing your brand and turn it into a long-term sustainable business. Paid ads is just never going to do it. Paid ads you can add later after you've figured out organic. You need to figure out the organic, you need to build an audience just so you've got organic traffic, and that is the core. And then when you want to try and scale after that, when you've figured out your organic, okay, and you've got money available, you've got profit available to then experiment with ads, then by all means go and play with the ad platforms. That's totally fine. But figure out the organic first. Okay? That is honestly the way to do it. We built our entire brand organically, guys. 0 paid ads whatsoever. Right, I need to go and get a coffee, guys, and then I need to get this mug designed. So bear with me for a sec while I go and make a fresh coffee a moment. Feel free to continue putting your comments in the chat there, Krato. I'm more than happy to continue helping and try and, you know, figure things out for you. No, just instant coffee. Just freeze dries instant, yeah. Right, I'll be back in just a second, guys. Just gonna go and make a fresh coffee. Oh no, I don't particularly like cold coffee, no. So I don't know whether it's because I'm on Spotify, basically the free plan of Spotify. I'm using the web. I don't know if you guys use Spotify at all, right? But I'm using the web version. And I have this issue where every time it goes to an advert, the advert itself stops and then the music doesn't continue playing. So I really don't know why that is or why that's happening, but yeah. If anybody knows why, feel free to let me know. Probably because I'm on the free version, no doubt. That sounds about right. Love cold brew. Yeah, I'm assuming you mean cold coffee, right? I don't like cold coffee personally. Change of font, I think. Yeah. Right, 2 seconds, we're back now, guys. I hate Spotify, so I download MP3 files. Yeah, I don't particularly like Spotify, I don't use it other than these streams. Yeah, the only reason why I'm using Spotify is because I was downloading the DMCA free, copyright free music off of YouTube from YouTube's audio library, but yeah, that music was just junk, I just thought, and I came across this Spotify artist. I'm sure it was recommended by a YouTuber I seen. Basically, it was it's called Stream Beats, and it's all copyright-free music, but they've got tons of music, and the music quality is much better as well. So I only use Spotify for these streams. Other than that, I don't use Spotify at all. If I want to listen to music, I honestly just use YouTube. Right, I'm gonna find myself a different font for this. Wow. Something similar though. Fonts are huge. I suppose it's all capitals now. Maybe. Oh, actually, no, wait a minute. I can do what I wanted to do. Choose the word and. There we go. Right, just checking that is what she wanted, which, yep, check that. Again, don't know why people are ordering Christmas stuff, but they do. Yeah, I mean, it is summer, so there is a thing, there is a summer slowdown. It does depend on, what it is that you sell. But yeah, it's, summer holidays here in the UK, for example. People are away camping on holiday. People tend not to shop online when they're basically away overseas. They're trying to enjoy themselves. The sunny weather doesn't help. I mean, everyone gets periods of low sales, periods of low sales. I mean, technically speaking, like our busiest time is sort of October, November, December is our busiest time of the year. You could argue that we are currently in our slowest period right now. I would say October, November, December, January is pretty busy for us in fairness. Yeah, and then February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September even. September does start to pick up because we get a bit of the Halloween stuff start selling. But yeah, throughout from February onwards, our sales drop right down, to be honest. At Christmas time, around November and December, our sales will very easily be double what they are right now. So that's big extremes. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I would definitely consider the period that we're in right now is our slowest period of the year, and that lasts for like 6 to 8 months throughout the year. Do you see what I mean? So it's not to be. It's just the thing is, I've seen this trend year after year after year for many years now, and it's not something I get concerned by because I know Christmas time it picks up. And in fairness, what we do, we have enough volume to sustain us. It is just the two of us, as you know. We do have enough volume to sustain us throughout this period. But yeah, and then Christmas obviously does get a bit manic, but that makes up for the quieter periods. So in your own store, you should have the same sort of thing going on as well. Is in the busiest periods, it's not going to be busy every single month, 12 months of the year. I would think that would be pretty unrealistic if you were trying to expect the same level of sales every single month. We definitely do not see that. But there's no need to get worried by it or make any drastic changes either, just because sales have gone quiet. Just keep doing what you know works, and then just keep doing that. Eventually the sales will pick back up for you, and I certainly hope they do.
order on Spotify now. You can listen to the new duet version of My Song the Dial with Luke Berg now on Spotify.
pretty hot, guys. I just want to show you it's people are ordering Christmas mugs right now. You can see it's a wraparound personalised mug. Oh hey, hey Carlos, I've not seen you in the stream before. How you doing? Where are you from? Nice of you to join. I'll be back in just a sec. I need to grab some scissors.
Want to keep your people connected with colleagues who aren't in the room? Or make them feel surrounded by teammates, even when they're alone? Cloud collaboration solutions can help you turn up the ROI and take your business up a level. Want to know how? Tap the banner or visit virginmedia02business.co.uk/turn-it-up to see their latest connectivity offers.
Whether you're relaxing at home or out and about, make your music move with you. With Premium, you can download your music at higher quality, listen to songs ad-free, and play them in any order. Tap the banner to learn more.
I just want to show you guys, cutting these out by hand. They're about 1mm thick. All this stuff is hand cut. Yeah, that's totally true, mate. You're gonna get that as well. So at the end of the day, you know, the collabs thing is like you're looking for people who are obviously they're earning commission, right? So they need to obviously be doing this in a professional light. That will be more the case when you're DMing people. When you've got people on collabs and stuff, on Shopify collabs, on the collabs platform, that is obviously not an issue. But yeah, when you're DMing people directly, yeah, some people will be like, well, I don't want to do it, and that's fine. At the end of the day, you know, you've gotta filter through the weeds until you find the people who are a right fit for this. You know, not everybody's gonna. That's right. You know, they would have the same problem trying to work with other brands as well, you know? So, you know, some people, it depends on what they, you know, what their game plan is. You know, some people want to just use social media, you know, just for themselves. They're not interested in collabs and things like that, you know. But if you're giving them, you're sending them an offer of like, well, here's like 50 quid worth of stuff, and they're like, the offer's so strong that they want to do it, right? But then you've obviously got this trade-off where they're like, okay, so I need to, like, you know, I can't have a private account, you know, I need to have a professional account or whatever, and then that changeover is basically another filter, which basically just sorts the people who are, you know, trying to monetize their social media content from the people who are basically just, you know, using social media really just for themselves and are not interested in collaborating with brands at all. So yeah, I mean, because obviously you're reaching out to people randomly, right? So you're not gonna know what their goal is with their account and the content that they're already creating. So, you know, they may be just creating that content for themselves, which is completely fine. They may not be interested in working with any brands at all, and at the end of the day, that is just totally fine. But obviously you're not to know that when you first reach out to people. That might not be immediately obvious to you. And I'll get my computer screen back on again because it keeps going off today. There you go. Yeah, obviously when you're reaching out to people via DM and stuff, if they're already on the collabs platform, then you know they're already suited for the collaboration stuff. But if you're reaching out to people directly with the DMs, then you're also going to be reaching out to people who are basically like not interested in collabs at all, and you know, some people who might like the offer, but you know, not interested in the trade-off of, i.e., having to pay for delivery or having to switch their Instagram accounts, stuff like that. But that is because you are DMing people directly on these social platforms. And when you DM people directly on social platforms, some people don't even know what a collab is. You're not to know, you know, basically who they are or what their content is about, other than what you can see on their profile. But the main thing for you to do is, because you've got to go through so many different people in order to find these collabs, you just reach out to people in volume. You know what I mean? You just send as much volume as you possibly can, and eventually you will find people who are a good fit for this. But there is no specific way to instantly say, oh, here's a list, just go and target that people. It just doesn't work like that. You've got to sort through the weeds. And this is, at the end of the day, this is work that most people are not willing to do, because at the end of the day, building your store and growing it takes time and effort. And this is the time and effort. This is the side that people, even if people knew how to do this, they wouldn't do it, because they prefer doing something else, like just looking for new products, or basically just tweaking their store, basically just doing shit that doesn't really matter at all. It's not really going to move the store forward at all. So the hard work is actually that outreach at the end of the day. Basically that outreach and doing the volume that you need to go through in order to find these individuals who are going to come on board and promote your brand long term. At the end of the day, that's not glamorous. That is hard work at the end of the day, and that sorts people from those who don't really want to build a brand and build a store. They think they do, but they don't want to do the work that it takes in order to get there. So, and that basically sorts people from those who do want to get somewhere, and those who basically are just trying it out because they think this is going to be easy. And yeah, in reality, that's just not the case. At the end of the day, people are going to check out my how to your first 10k with Shopify guide. If they follow that strategy, that tells them everything that they need to do in order to do exactly what we're doing with your store. But the thing is, then they then have that information and they know how to do it, but 90% of people won't go and do it, basically, because they're like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Or they might start it and be like, oh, this is too much work, I don't want to do this. And then there lies the problem, basically. It's because they don't want to get over that fence of thinking that there's an easier way to do this, and there's just not an easier way to do this. Basically, it's hard work. It takes time and effort to build these stores. There is no magical button that you can press to drive people to your store. It takes time, effort, and hard work. I think for those who think dropshipping is easy, they just as well not even start in the beginning, to be honest. The easy part of dropshipping is after you've got traffic, right? Then dropshipping becomes easy, because dropshipping in itself is incredibly easy, because you're not having to do any work. You're not having to physically make the products. You're not having to ship them. That is the easy side of dropshipping that everybody sees straight away, right? They think, this is great. They see I don't need to hold any stock. I don't need to make anything. I don't need to store anything. I don't need to pack any orders, because my supplier's doing all that for me. So dropshipping from the outside initially feels simple, right? But the hard part of dropshipping is actually getting traction in your store, and how you get traction is basically by reaching out and collabing with people, if you want to grow organically anyway. But like the other guy in the chat earlier on, the Krato Sotos guy, who's been, in fairness to him, he's a nice guy, he's been in the streams a few times, which I'm grateful for. But as you can see from what he said, he's using ad platforms like Facebook ads, or if you use Google ads or Instagram ads or whatever. The problem is always the same with ads. is that ads is not reliable and not sustainable for your brand, because there are lots of things that go wrong, there are lots of things that can change, and all of a sudden at any point you can lose all of your traffic. It's kind of like putting all your eggs in one basket, to be honest. And what I don't like about ads is paid ads. One, the traffic you're bringing in from paid ads is completely cold, right? They're seeing an ad coming to your store and they have no idea who you are whatsoever. So paid ads traffic is very difficult to convert anyway. When you compare that to collab audience traffic, well, that is a lot less difficult to convert, because basically these individuals that you're working with, well, they're sharing products that they've received with their audience, and their audience are already trusting of that collaborator. So they're basically giving a recommendation of you to their audience. So you're basically bringing in what I would call warm traffic. Compare that to paid ads, you've got completely cold traffic, which is going to convert at a low rate anyway. And because of the average order values in the store, the type of products that we sell, you know, basically around about £10 per product is the average order value. And the problem with that is that try and run paid ads with the cost per clicks being so high and everybody competing and bidding to try and get the same traffic, you just can't convert cold traffic at a high enough rate to make those paid ads work. So you have to go organic anyway. At some point, everyone realizes, or every brand realizes, that they have to build organic traffic. They have to switch to organic, even if they've made paid ads work for them. Yeah, at some point they realize and go, oh shit, we have no organic traffic whatsoever. We've got all this reliance on paid ads. You know, basically we could lose our entire business if something goes wrong there. That's why you need organic. But guys, if you are interested and you do want help with this organic stuff, then we do have a way that we can help you. It is a paid program. I'll switch you over to the web view a moment. That's obviously my Spotify. But yeah, guys, if you go to the website, there is a link for this down below in the description, by the way. You can check out the Shopify Launch Accelerator program, which we offer. And essentially, it's a program whereby we will build your Shopify store for you. We'll load it with over 2,500 products, and we'll basically help you scale that store month after month after month. We'll basically build you a brand ambassador team. So this is a team of individuals on social media who will help to promote your brand, grow your audience, and drive organic traffic to your store. So exactly what I was just mentioning about organic traffic just a moment ago, well, this is exactly what we do with our clients, is that we actually build these stores and teach them how to do this organic thing. So you can go and check it out, guys. Exactly what you get is basically Shopify store, fully built and managed by us from start to finish. We do absolutely everything for you, including managing the store day to day, basically downloading all of your orders, processing your shipping labels, dealing with all of your customer service, handling all your email marketing, making sure that your brand reps are basically ordering, claiming their free product and promoting. We do all of that stuff for you behind the scenes. It is a proven 100% organic marketing method, a way to grow your store with zero paid ads. And how we do this is that when you come on board to work with us, we build your store, we launch it, we build your brand ambassador program, we teach you how to reach out to influencers, i.e. social media, individuals on social media who basically have audiences. We're not talking about people with hundreds of thousands of followers here. We're just talking about people that have audiences that are larger than you, i.e. you have basically a zero audience in the beginning. So we help you grow your following through these collaborations. And how we do this is that we enable you to be able to give away free £50 unlimited vouchers to these individuals that are going to collab with your brand, order free product from your store that we will ship to them directly from here. Okay, they will then receive that content, create videos, reels, images. They will share that on their stories with their audiences, and that's going to do two things. That's going to drive traffic to your own social media, okay, where you're going to repurpose their content so that you can get engagement on your social media and grow your own following. And then it's also going to drive organic traffic from their audience, okay, so to an audience that you cannot reach unless you work with these individuals. And we enable this through the free gifted product that we are able to provide to these individuals that you're going to work with through this Shopify Launch Accelerator program. Now, we also give away, to help grow your customer list, we also give away free £20 vouchers for every single new customer that comes to your store from this organic traffic. This is how we get them on your customer list. They can get a free £20 voucher, basically no catches whatsoever, completely free voucher, and all the profit that your store makes is yours to keep. So it's your store, you get paid all the payments that come through your store. You don't pay us a penny apart from the monthly enrollment fee for this program. And if you want to qualify for this program, guys, you need an existing Shopify account, which you can go and create right now. Just go to shopify.com, open a store, and basically you just give us access to that store. During the sign up process, we get a collaborator access so we can both be logged in at the same time. We are an authorized Shopify partner, so we can request access to stores so that we can collaborate with these individuals to help them build and grow their stores. And the program costs $3.95 a month, guys. So for everything I've just mentioned there, you get all of that, and there's no contracts, no hidden fees, nothing. You basically can stay as long as you want. You can take over your store, i.e. you can take control of your store at any time that you like. Okay, so if you want to check that out, it's called the Shopify Launch Accelerator, and all the information about it is on the website, basically like what you can see right in front of you here. There is a video that you can go and watch as well. If you scroll right to the bottom, there's an hour-long video here, basically shows you the exact strategy, how we actually do this with your store. And if you scroll up to the top, you can watch this video, which basically shows how we got 169 orders in the first 4 months for an individual that basically came into this program with our Shopify Launch Accelerator. that shows inside the admin hobbies store and basically shows proof of exactly how we did that. So yeah, any questions about that, guys, feel free to put them in the comments of the video, or if you are live on the stream right now, feel free to pop them in the stream chat, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have about that. Right, time for me to go make another coffee, and I need to get this mug baking. That's already started the countdown, so I need to restart that. There we go. Put another one in the oven. That oven, it's a sublimation oven. I've only had it a couple of weeks. I used to use a mug press and things like that. It can do multiples at the time, but I've only got one clamp at the moment. So, and you need the clamp to make sure you get a tight fit around the handle. So basically I'm just down to making one at the moment, but you know, luckily this time of year mugs are not really that popular anyway. More so around Christmas time, I'll basically stock up on clamps so I can do multiple. It can do 6 at a time, in fact. Right, I'm going to go make a fresh coffee now, guys. I'll be back in just a sec. We've been going about 3.5 hours. Not sure how long we're going to go for today. I need to get this FBA order packed up and shipped, so I'm going to do that in just a sec. But yeah, coffee first, and I'll be back in just a moment. Right, thanks for sticking around. Right, what was I doing? Yeah, this. Just gonna go and grab a box a minute, guys. I'll be back in a sec. One way to get rid of excess packaging, guys, when you do an FBA, is send it to Amazon. Ooh, bloody hell. Apologise for that if that was loud. It's a bit of a snap. So yeah, so when we get basically excess packaging from stuff that we buy, stuff that we order in, basically we need to pack out these FBA boxes a little bit. And one of the easiest ways to do that is just send it to Amazon and let them deal with it. That way then I'm not filling up my my cardboard bins and stuff. So we send about 2 shipments a week to Amazon. Keep on top of the stock. Even though we use the same boxes every single time, I always forget the measurements. 46, 32, 27. Perhaps next time you can remind me what the measurements are. How long's left on you? A minute. Too late, yeah. 18th. So we use Amazon, something called Amazon Partnered Carrier Program to ship our FBA boxes to Amazon. It ships via UPS, and the rates that you pay on Amazon for that are lower than what we can basically even buy shipping labels ourselves for. So you might as well use the Partner Carrier Program. I'll give an example. That's a UPS box. They'll come here, collect the box, ship it to Amazon, and Amazon only charges £2.36 to do that. Basically what I'm saying is I can't possibly buy a UPS label for £2.36. Impossible. That's 10 to 12 already. Jesus. Time's flown this morning. Screw that off. Super hot. There's another one, guys. Basically, Christmas mug again. Don't ask me why people are buying Christmas mugs, but they do. Right then, guys, it's about 10 to 12 now. Well, it is 10 to 12. UK time, obviously. I need to, before I go, I just need to book this. Need to book a collection with UPS. So with Amazon Partner Carrier, they don't book the collection for you. You have to book the collection manually with UPS, which you can just do through the UPS website. When you put the tracking ID in, it knows from that tracking ID that there's no collection fee, so you essentially get a free collection with that as well. And for £2.36 is insane. The UPS label for that size box would usually cost about a tenner if I was to buy that label myself. But obviously Amazon ships so, you know, they use in UPS so much, they've got just crazy rates with them. Chuck the collection reference in so that matches up with the shipment. Yeah, be notified. Collection date. Oh wow, they actually will collect today. In fact, look, I'm booking at 5 minutes to 12, and they say that they'll still collect today. So that's a bonus. So that's off to Amazon now, guys. Top up our FBA stock. And then basically that'll get picked up today now, and then we'll just start a brand new FBA shipment straight away. So that's usually what we do. We send about 2 shipments a week to Amazon. As soon as we finish that one, we're just on the next one straight away, and then we just keep our FBA stock topped up. That's how you keep your IPI score as high as you can. That's your inventory performance index on Amazon, for those of you who don't know what that is. Right, so let me just mark my show. So right then guys, I am going to wrap this stream up in just a sec. We've been going about 4 hours, so this is about average for these streams, by the way. I am going to put this stream on YouTube afterwards. I always do that, so if you want to go back and watch yesterday's stream or any stream this week, or we've been actually streaming for a month, so you can go back on the YouTube channel and watch all of our streams going back a whole month, even before we had any of this camera stuff or the chat or any of the banners on the screen. Basically in the beginning, we didn't have any of that, so we've evolved as the weeks have gone by. I'm pretty enjoying the streaming, to be honest. It's pretty good, especially when you guys join in, you have questions. Obviously we've got a few regulars now, same sort of names coming in every day, which is pretty cool. I do enjoy that, guys, when you just check in. I don't expect you to stay for 4 hours. I don't expect anyone to sit through a 4-hour stream. Even if you go back and watch the stream live on the rerun afterwards on YouTube now, just flick through and just basically just watch the bits that look entertaining. I am still working on bringing those highlight videos. Again, haven't had a chance to do that because this week I've been super busy with Monday and Tuesday. We were flat out with orders, and then basically yesterday I was finishing off a store, and it's just been a crazy busy week, and just haven't had a chance to do that. So anyway, Friday tomorrow, we'll be back tomorrow with another stream. If you do want to catch us live, subscribe to the channel so you get notified. But you can put it in your calendar, or you can just basically I think you can go to the stream. When I think I'll schedule. What happens is when these streams end, YouTube posts this stream to the channel, and then later on this afternoon when I come back into the office, the first thing I do is I schedule tomorrow's stream, and then that goes up live as like a waiting thing, and you can sort of mark yourself as waiting on the stream if you want to do that. That's another way to get notified. But if you enjoyed this stream, guys, do give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that very much. If you are interested in working with us, or if you just want to find out more information about who we are and what we do, then you can feel free to check the links in the description down below, in the description section, and there are links to basically everything that we do, right? So you can find a whole product catalogue. You can go and look through it, find some products, see what we sell. You get to see us making those products, here live. That's why we do these streams. And if you are interested in working with us either through dropshipping, print on demand, or FBA, then just head to the website to find out more information about the ways you can do that. And if you are a new seller, if you sign up for an account on the website right now, for your first 30 days, we'll basically supply all of your products completely for free. So essentially, you can try us out for free. You can then go and list products on any platform you want to sell on. When you get sales, send those over to us. We'll give you all that product completely free of charge. All the money that you make, minus your selling fees and your shipping label costs on the platform, is yours to keep. After the 30 days, you can decide if you want to continue working with us on a fixed monthly paid plan. If you don't, we'll just switch you over to pay-as-you-go. You can still continue to sell our products, but you'll basically just pay-as-you-go basis, right? So you'll only pay when you sell. So totally up to you guys. It is completely optional. It's not a requirement to sell with us. But any questions, put them in the YouTube comments, and I will catch you guys in tomorrow's stream. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's stream. Right, so live tomorrow from 8 AM. I'll see you then.